Hello dear listeners, welcome back to Timeless Romance Tales. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more forbidden passion, royal intrigue, and the kind of love that rewrites destiny. Now tonight's tale? This one is dangerous. This one is royal. This one is unforgettable. Let's begin. The palace was quieter than usual when Lady Amelia Harrow stepped out of the carriage. Quiet in the way a storm is quiet before it breaks. Her gloved hands trembled as she looked up at the towering marble columns of St. Aramore Palace, home of the Crown Prince and the future Queen. A footman bowed. Lady Amelia Harrow? Her Majesty awaits. Amelia swallowed hard. Thank you. She walked through the grand entrance, her shoes tapping softly on the polished floor. Portraits of kings and queens stared down at her, their painted eyes filled with silent judgment. Amelia felt small, insignificant. She had come only because she'd been summoned. No explanation, no choice. At the top of the staircase, a woman in deep sapphire robes waited. Queen Marian. Her expression unreadable, her crown glinting under chandeliers. Lady Amelia, the Queen said. We've chosen you. Amelia blinked. Chosen me? Your Majesty. You will be lady-in-waiting to the future Queen, Marian replied. Prince Alistair's bride arrives from Estovia in 3 months. She will require a companion of impeccable conduct. Amelia's stomach dropped. Your Majesty, I am honored, but surely there are more suitable. No, the Queen cut in. It must be you. Your reputation is spotless. You are obedient, intelligent, and you do not seek attention. Precisely what the future Queen needs. Her gaze sharpened. And precisely what my son ignores. Prince Alistair, the heir to the throne, dutiful, cold, distant, a man Amelia had seen perhaps twice in her life. Amelia bowed. I will serve faithfully. The Queen nodded, something like approval flickering in her eyes. Good. You'll begin at once. Amelia turned to leave. Ah, the Queen added. A warning, Lady Amelia. Amelia paused. My son is intense, focused. Not easily swayed by softness or charm. Marian's voice cooled. Do not attempt to seek his attention. Your role is to support his bride, not distract the future king. Amelia stiffened. I would never presume. See that you don't. Amelia lowered her head. Yes, Your Majesty. For the first 2 weeks, Amelia barely saw the prince. And then she saw too much. It was raining the night everything changed. The palace staff rushed like ants preparing for a flood, and Amelia hurried through the corridor with letters the Queen asked her to deliver. A guard called, Stay back, my lady. The prince is training. But Amelia had already pushed the door open. Inside the massive indoor sparring hall, Prince Alistair stood alone, tall, broad-shouldered, his shirt clinging to him with rain and sweat. His dark hair dripped as he drove a blade into a practice dummy with lethal precision. The room smelled of steel and storm. He turned as soon as she entered. Their eyes locked. And something strange, something dangerous, flickered between them. What do you want? He asked, voice low, breath heavy. I'm sorry, Amelia stammered. I was told to deliver these to your chambers. I didn't realize. You weren't told, he said, stepping closer. They warned you. Why are you here? Amelia's throat tightened. His presence was overwhelming, a wall of heat, power, and command. She took a step back. I apologize, Your Highness. I'll leave. But he reached the door before she could, bracing an arm above her head. Rainwater dripped from his sleeve onto her shoulder. Why do you flinch? He asked softly. I don't. You do. His gaze searched hers, deep and unsettling. You fear me, she whispered. Everyone does. He tilted his head. Do you think I would hurt you? I think you could, she said honestly. A slow breath left him. Something unfamiliar, almost wounded, crossed his expression. Leave, he said finally. Before I forget myself. She fled, heart pounding wildly, completely unaware that he watched her go, and didn't look away until long after she vanished. The next day everything changed. A knock came at Amelia's door before dawn. His Highness requests your presence, a guard said. Amelia froze. At this hour? Why? He didn't say. She dressed quickly and followed the guard to the prince's private study, a room few were ever allowed inside. The door opened. Prince Alistair stood by the window, dressed in black, watching the sunrise. Without turning, he said, "You fear me. Good. Fear is honest. The palace is full of liars." Emilia swallowed. "Why did you send for me, Your Highness?" He finally turned. His eyes, blue like winter storms, swept over her face. "Because I want the truth," he said. "Do you wish to be my bride's companion?" She blinked. "I didn't choose it. But I will serve faithfully." "Faithfully," he repeated, stepping closer. "Even if she proves cruel? Manipulative? Dangerous?" His tone had shadows Emilia didn't understand. "I serve the crown," she replied softly. "And what if the crown serves itself?" he murmured. She stared at him. "Your Highness, why are you asking me this?" His jaw tensed. He reached up, brushing a single strand of hair from her cheek, an act so intimate she forgot how to breathe. "Because Lady Emilia," his voice dropped to a near whisper, "I don't want you serving her." Her heart stuttered. "Why?" He stepped closer. She backed away until her spine touched a bookcase. "Because," he said, "I want you to serve me." Her breath hitched. "Prince Alistair. Or do you not feel what I feel?" he whispered, eyes burning into hers. She couldn't speak, couldn't move. His hand hovered inches from her cheek. "Tell me to stop," he murmured. She whispered, "I can't." He exhaled like a man starved of air, and rested his forehead against hers. But before he could kiss her, the study doors burst open. Queen Marian. Her eyes widened at how close they stood. "Emilia, leave us." Emilia fled, heart in shards. Behind her, the Queen's furious voice echoed. "Alistair, she is not for you." His reply was cold steel. "She already is." The Queen summoned Emilia that evening. Her expression was icy. "You will pack your belongings," Marian said. "You are dismissed from palace service." The words hit like a blow. "Your Majesty, please." "You disobeyed," the Queen snapped. "You sought out the prince's attention." "I did nothing of the sort." Emilia protested. "I would never." "Then you are a fool," Marian said sharply. "And fools are dangerous in a palace." Emilia felt her knees weaken. "Where will I go?" "Back to your family." "This is a mercy, Lady Emilia." A guard stepped forward to escort her out. But a voice thundered from the doorway. "Leave her." Prince Alistair strode inside, fury radiating from every step. "Mother," he said, "you have no right to dismiss her." "I have every right," Marian hissed. "You are heir to the throne. You will not embarrass us by indulging a meaningless infatuation." Alistair moved to stand in front of Emilia, shielding her with his body. "This is not meaningless." The Queen stiffened. "You may want her. You may desire her. But you will not have her." "I will," Alistair growled. "Because she is the first woman in years who has looked at me without wanting my crown." His voice softened slightly as he glanced back at Emilia. "She is the first who sees me." Emilia's breath trembled. The Queen's eyes hardened into ice. "If you pursue this," she said, "you will lose Estovia's alliance." Alistair's jaw clenched. "Then let it break." "You would start a war for a girl with no title, no power, no lineage?" He turned fully toward Emilia, and gently took her hand. "Yes," he said. "I would start a war for her." Emilia felt her heart shatter and rebuild all at once. The Queen's face twisted with rage. "Enough," she snapped. "Alistair, as your sovereign." "No," Alistair cut in coldly. "You are not my sovereign." "Not yet." He faced Emilia. "Will you come with me?" he asked softly. "If you walk out of this palace tonight, I will protect you from every royal decree, every alliance, every law." Emilia's voice shook. "And if I stay? You will be locked away from me," he whispered, "and married off to some lord who will never love you." Her eyes burned with tears. "Your Highness, I don't want to ruin your future." His hand cupped her cheek, gentle and fierce at once. "You are my future." The Queen stepped forward. "Alistair." But the prince took Emilia's hand firmly. "Come," he said. And she went. They left the palace through a side passage, guards too startled to interfere. The night air was cold as they reached the royal stables. Alistair saddled a horse, lifted Amelia onto it, then swung up behind her, arms encircling her protectively. "Where are we going?" she whispered. He leaned close, his breath warm at her ear. "To my estate on the cliffs," he said. "Where my mother cannot reach you. Where I decide who I love." They thundered into the night wind tearing through Amelia's hair. Hours later the cliffs came into view. A grand ancient estate overlooking crashing waves. Alistair helped her down, his hands lingering as if afraid she'd vanish. Inside the candlelit hall, he turned to her, eyes burning with intensity. "I brought you here because I won't lose you," he said. "Not to a throne. Not to politics. Not to anyone." Amelia's heart pounded. "Alistair, what will happen now?" He stepped closer. "What happens now," he said softly, "is whatever you want." Her voice trembled. "I want the truth." He reached for her hand, pulling her gently toward him. "The truth," he murmured, "is that I fell in love with you the moment you looked at me without fear." Her breath caught. "And now," he whispered, brushing a curl from her cheek, "I cannot imagine a future without you." Amelia's voice barely escaped her lips. "Alistair, tell me to stop," he said again, eyes searching hers. But she whispered, "I won't." He exhaled shakily, then kissed her, slow and reverent and desperate, like a prince finally claiming the one thing in life that was truly his. And that is how a humble lady-in-waiting became the woman a prince chose over a kingdom, and the love he chose over a crown.